Bob Huber, vintage Lambo. Let's take a look at this mess we're in. And what we're trying to do is we want to replicate the tube that we need to produce to get this ground clearance we want on the 350. So what I've done is I've replicated the flex joints. I'm going to try and fit the flex joints into this with this. This is a red oak from McMaster. Very nice as far as tolerances go. So I'm really happy with that. We drill it on the center line for these dowel pins. So now we have this here, and we found our angle that we want. Okay, that's looking good. Let's put this one on. Will this fit? Okay, oh, I have to go like this. So you can see the advantage of going with all this so that we don't have to start cutting things and wasting things and a big mess. With this, we can make several different angles. So you can see, like right here, we got our 90 right there. So that's what we're doing. All right, well, let's get on with it. Please like and subscribe, and we'll get on with the project. Okay, I'm showing a computer screen, so it's not going to be very good. So anyway, showing 6 hours and 41 minutes, which it's not that accurate, but anyway, this is what I'm showing to make some tools so that I can produce the pipes that are going to give us good ground clearance. So we'll step over to my 3D printer and see what's going on over there. Okay, at the 3D printer, you can see it's a Delta. It's an Anycubic I picked up several years ago, and it's been pretty darn good. So you can see I'm about 40% of the way there, and we'll just let her do its job. All right, I'm going to bore this piece of aluminum out. This is going to replicate my flex joint so that it's going to be a little bit larger in diameter, just because I want to make sure I have clearance. Okay, we have it bored out, and so hopefully this fits on the wooden dowel fine. You know, nothing has to be perfect with this. I have it set up to the nominal size. Has some really nice red oak dowel, plus or minus 10 thousandths, so it's very, very good in the diameter here. So after I do a cut, I'm actually gonna, I'm treating this it's pretty precision trying to do that, so I am going to machine off the ends and get everything set as close as I can get. Okay, I'm putting a hole so I can insert a dowel pin. Okay, so for the first pipe, and these outer pipes are actually the most critical as far as space availability. I think we've done a good job here. This is actually a little bit larger in diameter than the actual, and it turns out that this is going to get about an inch more ground clearance than the actual muffler that's hanging down, the center muffler. So we're in real good shape. Plus this is close to where the tire is, so you're never going to hit this thing, so that's really great. So that's the story at the moment. We've got 3 more to go. Okay, so we have a left side, and I had that all spaced out so that there's clearance. Also, I think I told you that I have a little extra on the flex areas there, so I have clearance, and I'm going to have a little bit more clearance when the actual flex joint goes on. Let me get a different view. Okay, so you can see outer flex joint is down there under the rocker. So everything will be marked. I'll also ink pin it, and then I'm going to hot glue it. Take this off. It's going to get tacked then put it back on with the actual metal bits on it, and then make sure it fits there before we go ahead and weld it. So I'm going from the front to the rear. So we're going to do this left side right here. Then we're going to go to the center muffler, get that set up, and then we'll do the pipe that goes from the center muffler to the rear muffler. Okay, well that's it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.